The military operation between Russia and Ukraine, which began in February 2022, has become one of the biggest geopolitical focuses in this century. Russia's military strategy in Ukraine has triggered a wave of responses from the US and NATO, which are directly involved in assisting the region. As part of its commitment, after reversing its decision to halt missile and weapons supplies to Ukraine, the United States recently announced a new military aid package, including advanced weapons systems, ammunition, and permanent defense technology, designed to strengthen Ukraine's combat capabilities on the battlefield. However, this new package will certainly not go unanswered. The question now is, how will Russia respond to this US move? Will Moscow launch a more aggressive counterattack, or will it take an alternative path to this new pressure? Stay tuned for more information. Previously, on July 13th, Reuters reported that President Donald Trump announced plans to send Patriot air defense systems to assist Ukraine. Although the exact number had not yet been disclosed at the time of the statement. Trump's remarks signaled the beginning of a renewed US policy to deliver the strategic defense systems, which had previously been postponed. According to a report from the Uncensored News Telegram channel on July 15th, citing a statement from an interview, indicating that the United States is preparing to send 17 Patriot batteries to Ukraine. According to the report, the majority of these air defense systems will be deployed directly to the battlefield, marking a significant escalation in the scale and intent of US military support for Kyiv. Later on the same day, the Uncensored News Telegram channel, 2025, CNN News stated that besides sending the much-needed Patriot air defense systems, considered vital by Kyiv, the West is also planning to provide short-range missiles, artillery shells, and medium-range air-to-air missiles to NATO countries. This move is reportedly aimed at enabling US allies to deliver critical weapons to Ukraine, while allowing Washington to minimize its direct involvement in the conflict. The movement of the United States to redeploy Patriot air defense systems and other weapons to Ukraine clearly did not go unnoticed by Moscow. The Russian government responded decisively and with warnings, signaling that it views this policy as a direct threat to its national interests. So, how exactly did Russia make this decision? Let's see what the data says. If we look back at recent movements in 2025, Russia has repeatedly succeeded in destroying various US-made weapon systems supplied to Ukraine. The latest strike reinforces that pattern. On May 5th, amid rising tensions on the front lines, the Uncensored News Telegram channel reported that the Russian forces once again demonstrated their operational precision. A Ukrainian HIMARS system was successfully detected and destroyed by Russian troops in the Kherson region, reinforcing Moscow's continued ability to target and neutralize Western-supplied weapons on the battlefield. Later on the same month, the Ministry of Defense Russia released footage through their Telegram channel showing that a crew operating the Iskander-M operational tactical missile system reportedly launched an attack on a Patriot air defense system position near Ordzhonikidze in the Dnipropetrovsk region. The strike successfully neutralized one ANMPQ-65 multi-role radar, one combat control cabin, and 2 launchers of the Patriot surface-to-air missile system. Later, in the latest development on the battlefield, on June 30th, again, it was reported that 2 units of the F-16 Airjet, a multi-role fighter jet made by the United States, were reportedly shot down by Russia's Jiran UAV. Russia's momentum on the battlefield continues relentlessly. In early July 2025, a report published via the Uncensored News channel stated that a Russian UAV successfully destroyed a Ukrainian artillery truck carrying an M777 howitzer. The strike highlights Russia's ongoing focus on targeting heavy Western-supplied artillery systems as part of its broader strategy to weaken Ukraine's combat capabilities along the front lines. This came after an earlier incident on June 17th. On the same Telegram channel, it was reported that a Lancet crew from the Russian armed forces used a guided round to destroy an American-made M777 howitzer in the South Donetsk direction. Amid the ongoing strikes launched by Russia against US-supplied systems, one online news outlet, The Sun US, reported that Russia reacted strongly to the United States' decision to resume the delivery of Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine. Harsh statements were issued by several top Russian officials who accused Washington of indirectly sponsoring Ukraine's military actions against Russia. They also warned that the Patriot systems have now become legitimate targets for Russian attacks on the battlefield. It comes as no surprise that Russia wouldn't remain silent. Even before the United States officially declared its decision to resume arms shipments to Ukraine, Moscow had already made its move. From intensifying airstrikes to repositioning tactical missile systems in strategic areas, Russia made it clear it intends to stay one step ahead in securing dominance on the front lines. With all the political maneuvers, military support, and battlefield strategies in play, the world is witnessing a power struggle that will not only determine the fate of Ukraine, but also shape the future of global geopolitics. The United States continues to strengthen Ukraine with advanced weapon supplies, while Russia, unsurprisingly, will not remain silent and is expected to launch continued attacks to maintain its position. But in the end, amidst the ever-evolving battlefield, one major question remains. With all the efforts made by both sides, who will truly lead the course of history moving forward? We'll see together through the latest updates. Until then, thank you for watching.